Welcome. My name is Jeff Ecker. I've been at Mass General for over 25 years as a clinician, educator, researcher, fellowship director. For the last 7 years, I've had the pleasure, privilege, and fun of being chair of the Department of OBGYN here. From all those perspectives, I want to thank you for considering MGH as the place for the next phase of your education. You come from terrific institutions and will visit many others. So why choose MGH? I'll offer you a handful of reasons. The first is that MGH is a really exciting place to be and train. MGH has a community of individuals who try to solve problems, make a difference, do what's best, whether that's in discovery, advocacy, or clinical care. It's fun to walk or drive up to the hospital in the morning, see news trucks gathered, and wonder what happened first at the hospital, what discovery, what innovation, what great policy has changed, and then to have the opportunity to work with and interact with those who have made a difference. The second reason is our terrific community. We have a great group of faculty and staff who are collegial, dedicated to supporting each other. As we look for those to join our programs, we're looking for colleagues. Sometimes folks ask me, what makes someone succeed at Mass General? The adjectives I choose are kind, fun, and curious. The third reason is that we're very thoughtful about the education we offer. Our programs are living and breathing organisms. In response to fellow feedback, resident feedback, faculty thoughts, we're continually working to make them better. Front and center in improvement are wellness and balance, trying to make your experience as a trainee, as a fellow, as best as possible. The fourth reason are the resources available, whether at MGH itself, throughout the Mass General Brigham system, or the larger Harvard Medical School community. It's hard for me to imagine a thing you might need, be that a mentor, a particular technique or statistical approach, a reagent or fancy piece of equipment that wouldn't be available. Our jobs as faculty, as leaders, is to make those connections with the resources that you need. Finally, perhaps most importantly, is that MGH has a rich and important tradition of doctoring. You may do many different things while you're here and many different things after you leave. You may be in the lab, be an advocate, a policy guide, a leading clinician. But while you are here, you will learn to be an excellent doctor. We are proud of that training, proud of the clinical care that we offer, and think it is one of the most important things about being a fellow resident or student here at MGH. Thank you again for considering the opportunities at MGH in Obstetrics and Gynecology for the next stage of your career, and welcome.
Hi, I'm Lori Berkowitz, and I'm a member of the Specialist Division and the Vice Chair of Education and Wellbeing in the Department of OBGYN at Mass General Hospital. Our faculty are here because we really care about training the next generation of outstanding OBGYN specialists and subspecialists and leaders in our field, along with providing the best care we can for our patients. We prioritize education and immersion of all of our learners, from our relatively large residency training program to our students from Harvard Medical School and to our fellows. And when we think about that fellowship transition, it feels more daunting in many ways. And so we try to place an emphasis on this transition for our fellows with several considerations. First of all, it's a new place. You don't know who your people are, who you can call. You go from a large cohort to a much smaller group of maybe 2 others in your own fellowship. So we prioritize building a community of fellows to really emphasize that you're part of a larger group within our department. Our Works in Progress forums were created for fellows to meet monthly, to discuss and to present research ideas and to bounce these ideas off of each other, as well as generate collaborative efforts and to build that sense of community and support. Secondly, in our department, we prioritize faculty development and medical education to improve our skills as educators. We embed that training into every faculty business meeting to emphasize ways in which faculty can and need to positively contribute to the clinical learning environment. And last, but perhaps most importantly, we really care about the well-being of the individuals in our department. So much of the discussion about work-life balance focuses on what a trainee, or a faculty member for that matter, does outside of their institution. And that's of course extremely important, but we need to optimize how we all feel and how we treat each other when we're here. At Mass General, we are committed to our mission and our standards are high. We strive to be the best we can all be, and we recognize that it's our role to partner with each other and to nurture the talent that our learners will bring to get them to where they want to be. I've been at Mass General for over 20 years, and the reason I and so many stay is because of this, our working relationships and our commitment to our patients and to every staff member. Nothing makes us more proud than to witness the success of our trainees. Our commitment runs deep, and we are resourced well to execute it as it should be. We work with our fellows and all of our learners with a deep respect, and most of the time, we even manage to have fun while we're doing it.
Hi, I'm Allison Bryant, and I'm a member of the MFM division and the Vice Chair for Quality, Equity, and Safety in the department. I'm a native New Yorker, so I tend to talk super fast, but I've lived in the Boston area now longer than anywhere else at this point, and so I'm happy to call this city and this department home. As the quality and safety lead for the department, it's my hope that we create a strong culture of safety in which all of our providers, nurses, staff, and patients feel comfortable speaking up for safety. We strive for a truly just culture, one in which we each recognize one another as well-trained, attentive, and honest caregivers who show up to work each day to do our best by our patients. And when care goes differently than we expected, or outcomes are not what we'd hoped, our wish, our responsibility really, is to understand the places where our systems have failed us and not look for individual blame, so that we can attend to those systems and make them better. We're always looking for new and different ways of improving the quality of care we deliver, so we welcome all perspectives and fresh eyes in our QI work. And on that note, central to all that we do is the notion that quality care is equitable care. In its landmark report, Crossing the Quality Chasm, the then Institute of Medicine called out equity as a critical and defining element of care alongside other principles of quality that we hold dear, like patient-centeredness and effectiveness, among others. Here in the Department of OBGYN at MGH, we strive to hold ourselves accountable to that standard. We recognize the contributions of structural racism and discrimination to inequitable outcomes and are not foolish enough to think that we are immune. We ask our team members to work hard to understand when our personal and systemic biases may have led to patient harm and harm to our colleagues, and to consider solutions to mitigate these risks. We have methods for anyone in our community to tell us, anonymously if desired, when mistreatment or microaggressions have crept into our spaces, as we feel that the only way that we can safely care for our patients and ourselves is by taking a hard look at the environment in which care is provided. Our goals for you is that you learn and thrive in a space that promotes safety, equity, quality, diversity, and inclusion. We'd love for you to join us in this work.
Hi, I'm Mark Clapp. I'm a maternal fetal medicine specialist and physician investigator in the Department of OBGYN. Clinical research, both as an investigator and a mentor, is one of my favorite parts of the job. One reason that I particularly love working in our department is that Mass General offers such unique opportunities for people to develop and expand their research footprint. Research is an important part of every fellow's experience, but everyone enters fellowship with different backgrounds and expectations. Each individual fellowship program at Mass General has put a lot of thought and energy into offering research opportunities to help fellows with diverse interest and career plans meet their personal goals, whether that means becoming an independently funded investigator or having a meaningful fellowship research experience that prepares you well to be a research collaborator and informed clinician. We are lucky to have a fantastic research infrastructure and experienced faculty who conduct basic, translational, clinical, and quality improvement research. Within our department, the Vincent Center for Reproductive Biology, or the VCRB, serves as the center for the department's lab-based research efforts. The overall mission of the VCRB is to overcome infertility, improve obstetric and gynecologic care, and combat cancer, with a team of independently funded faculty mentors and fellows of all specialties. The Deborah Kelly Center for Clinical Research works to help investigators within the department conduct influential clinical and health outcomes research. The Deborah Kelly Center provides shared research infrastructure among its investigators, including a faculty epidemiologist who assists fellows and faculty with projects of all stages and supports clinical research training. At Mass General, and in our department, you'll find a strong community dedicated towards your success in fellowship, including in your research. Like so many things, research is so much more fun as a team sport, and ultimately, helping our fellows find their passion and succeed is our department's goal.